Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am doing a review on the ColourPop Soul Amar collection. I got this stuff during my Foundation Frenzy series, and I decided to hold off until the series was done to film this because I was so focused on that series happening. So I did buy the full set. You can buy the entire set, which is 2 palettes, 3 lips, and the highlighters, the 4 highlighters, for $68. To buy just the palettes is $24. And then individually, you can purchase the palettes each for $12. The lip bundle is $16 or $6 each for all 3. And then each of the Super Shock highlighters are $8 each. They do not come in their own individualized bundle. I do also have here, I just want to throw this one in here because I got it at the same time. I did also order the ColourPop foundation, but I am saving that for a drugstore / affordable foundation frenzy. So it's in a drawer with a few of the other foundations I've been grabbing lately to stock up for that. But I do have the no filter concealer, the no filter setting powder today, and I did prime my eyes using the no filter concealer in fair neutral 10, which is too dark for me. It looks okay right now, but the minute I put foundation on, it's gonna be way too dark. They've now expanded the shade range since I purchased this, so I'm gonna have to buy one of the lighter shades the next chance I get. I am also planning to buy the Kathleen Lights Zodiac collaboration, which by the time this video goes up, it should be coming up. This coming Friday is when that launches, so hopefully within the next 2 weeks I'll have a review up on that. Let's do this, shall we? I am thinking of doing 1 palette on one eye, ooh, Lord, and 1 palette on the other eye. So the question is, which one first? Now here's the thing, me as a human being, I instinctively want to play with this one. This is just what it speaks to. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Okay, ooh. Just because I really want to play with this one, I want to start with this one. I'm thinking, like I said, 1 on one eye, 1 on the other. I'm gonna make this side the red. Yeah, we're gonna play with this, make this uber colorful, guys. Okay, we're going to take this Morphe M505 brush. I'm going to start by taking a mix of these 2 shades here, which are the shades New Digs and Dynamite. I will have up here in the corner right now while I'm doing my eye look the swatches. Just because I don't want to take too much time in this video and individually swatch everything and then spend forever and make this another 30-minute video, because literally half of my videos have been over 20 minutes this past week. These are really powdery. You do get a lot of kick up, just keep that in mind. It doesn't bother me, but that is a thing people get bothered by, so. I'm going to really blow this out. It seems to be blending pretty well. Oh, I should zoom you guys in, shouldn't I? Sorry, I was not thinking that through all the way. I was about to start going in on the other eye, and then I realized, no, I can't do that. I'm going to take this guy, which is stained, but he's clean, and I'm going to take the shade down here in the bottom, which is called 000, Out of Office. And I just want to note saying the red palette has a couple of these. The shades 000 and Motel, these 2 shades in the middle, do say they're not intended for the eye area, immediate eye area. I'm using this one in my crease, but just FYI, it does have that warning. I don't understand that, but whatever. Not my place to question. This is gonna join those colors in the crease. Just want it to be a little bit more. Holy shit, I am looking very colorful. I need a clean brush. I need a brush to blend, a blush to blend. Why do I always say it that way? I just want to. So here's the weirdest thing. On camera, this looks really orange. In person, it's looking very pink. Yeah. That's the thing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little guy here, which is a little BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to take the Motel. There is a shade called Hotel. That's very confusing. Motel, which is the cherry color in the middle here, and I'm going to pick this up on this brush. This looks like neon red. This is different and interesting, guys. We're doing this, and I'm just going to... Oh. Maybe not. Okay. I'm not going to tap off as much excess this time. Oh, I got a crap ton of fallout. Okay, blending. This is definitely looking way more pink than red, which is how it looks in the pan. It looks red in the pan. Now I'm guessing the reason why it says not for your immediate eye area is because it stains. Whatever, I can wash it off. It's not the end of the world to me. Okay, I need to take a little bit more of that bright orange shade from before. I want this to be more orange, so you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to take a little bit of this shade down here in the bottom corner, which is called Unwind. It's like a coppery orange kind of color with some yellow in there. I'm going to pick this up on the domed brush. It's all looking kind of muddy. I mean, it's not like it's a bad color, it looks muddy. I'm gonna mix these two actually, see if I can ground the orange kind of color. No, this is looking so muddy. Maybe I used too many of the red shades. Whatever. I'm just gonna blend. Look at this fallout. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger actually, and I'm gonna go into this shade here, which is the shade B&B, right? No, Hotel. Oh crap. Hotel, motel. B&B. I'm gonna go into the shade B&B, but I want it to be more golden. I'm surprised that this palette doesn't have, you know, like a... I mean, I guess that'll work. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just applying it right there. And blending. Oh, holy shit, I just realized all of this here. Okay, this has got a lot of frickin' fallout. Like, a ridiculous amount. And I don't have makeup wipes right now, so I'm gonna have to go into the bathroom and clean all this off my face when I'm done. But for now, let's just keep going with the Mar palette. I'm planning to be blue, so there's less blues here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix these two together, which are the shades Sorbet and My Way. Oh geez, I'm an idiot. Detour and Sorbet. And I'm gonna mix those two together. Well, first actually I'm gonna go with Sorbet by itself. And I'm just going to pick it up and put it in my crease. Very lightly, just... Now I'm gonna mix Detour in with a little bit of Sorbet. I'm gonna tap off a lot of excess. I'm gonna take this dude right here, and I'm going to pick up the blue shade in the middle, which is called Gridlock, which is this like dark tealy shade. I'm going to pick it up on this. Hopefully this will... I need another fluffy brush that I can get a little bit more precise with. I'm going to go back into Detour. There's so much fallout. Holy freaking crap. Okay, well, going back in with Gridlock. And then, last but not least, I don't want to use my finger again just because I don't have any way to clean it off. I'm going to take this Seafoam shade in the bottom corner down here, which is called Highway, H-W-Y. And then I'm going to take this brush and just blend that together like that. Okay, I might need to add a little bit more of the green because my blue eye is looking really dark. That's looking a little bit better. It looks a lot darker in camera than it actually is. Okay guys, so here's my plan. I'm going to wash off my hands, wash off all this fallout. Like, there is a lot of fallout. Like, see? There is a lot of fallout, keep that in mind with this palette, but I'm going to really quickly go to the bathroom, clean myself off, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and cleaned up my face right now. I threw on my brows and my mascara, and I did already prime my face. I primed using my Becca First Light priming filter, and today I'm messing around with this guy just because it's been sitting in my drawer for a while, and it's been a minute since I've used a foundation stick. So, oh, this might be a little light. This usually does warm up to my skin. It just takes it a minute or two. It's not usually, it doesn't usually ever stay this light, is what I'm trying to say. Plus, I'm about to do my concealer. Now you're about to see how dark this is for such a light concealer. I mean, it was at the time, it's not anymore, but yeah. Oh my god, this is so dark. Okay, this might have been a bad idea to use this one, just because it is so dark. It really doesn't look it on camera, guys, but in person, this concealer is actually darker than this. There you go, you can kind of tell, see how dark it is? Yeah. So my feelings on the eyeshadow right now, I like the blue side more than the red. I mean, that's also just me color-wise. I do prefer cooler tones. But I feel like the red side just looks 10 times more muddy. Like over here you can kind of see the light green as it fades into teal and the dark blue on the edge. Over here you just kind of have the gold and then just pinky orange. I feel like all of the transition shades in the red palette look similar when they were put on my eye, which just kind of, you know, makes it difficult. Okay, so I have 4 highlighters here. Again, I'm going to swatch them in the corner. My instinct is to probably use one of these two. So, we're going to go with the gold one on this side and the white one on this side. We're making ourselves sparkle. So this gold one is called Thimble. It's really pretty. I really like that. Okay, and I'm going to use one side of this to pick this up. Ooh, that's really pretty, actually. Gorgeous. I keep building it. Ooh, that is a stunning golden glow. There's not very many golds that I feel like I can pull off very well, like true gold. But this is definitely one of them, and it goes really nice with the red eye look. Now on this side, we're gonna go with the shade Showtime. And I did the gold one on this side. So on this side, I'm gonna go with the white. Pink. It's actually like a pinky white. It's like a white with pink reflect. Oh no, maybe this will not end well. I absolutely love these ColourPop highlighters. Up in the corner, obviously, I will have the swatch of all 4, including the 2 that are obviously too dark for me. But I will keep them because actually, they could work really well as like eyeshadow toppers or something, so I will hold on to those. But now, we're gonna play with this dude. This is a really tiny package. I just want to say that, like, I thought that this package was gonna be way bigger than it actually was. So, and this one right here that I have is in the shade Translucent. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with the under eyes. By the way, this powder does not look translucent in there. Also, I'm not doing lower lash lines for either of these eyes just because I don't do lower lash line. Okay, picking up my Too Faced brush. And then just because we are making like one side very warm toned, I'm only gonna bronze and I'm gonna do each side different to match its makeup, with the exception of a lip color. I think one of these should be able to go well with both sides. So I'm going to dive into my Smashbox face palette. I'm going to start by taking the shade Rich Bronze right up here. And of course using this brush. Also just kind of lightly dusting it all over the apples of my cheeks like that. Because next I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to start by taking the shade True Flush. This one right up here next to the bronze. Pick that up on this BH Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to apply this. Just because on this side we want it to look more like flushed. You've been out in the sun, you've been beaching it all day, and this side's more like it's the dead of winter and you're a cool tone bitch or something. I don't know. I should not be allowed to do shit like this. Okay, I'm going to take the shade actually right here in the middle. It's called Rich Berry, and I'm going to mix it with Highlight Berry just to make it a little bit lighter. There's unfortunately not like a really pale baby pink in here, which it should have, but you know. Just that little soft pinky flush one side to the other. I'm going to swatch these in real time just because I want to look at them side by side by side. So the first one I have is the shade Ocean Avenue. This one's an ultra blotted lip. I've never tried the ultra blotted lips from ColourPop before. Ooh, that's pretty. It's kind of like an orangey red. I have quite a few of those. Next, I have another, oh, these are all ultra blotted lips. Okay, this one's in the shade Soda Pop. Go Away Phone, which is kind of like mauvey berry. And then last, we have the shade Vitamin C, you know, like SEA, ooh, which is also really pretty. We're gonna go with this one, which is Soda Pop. Might be a little bit more berry toned than what I originally wanted, but it's what we've got and it's what we're working with right now. I suppose I could split my lip down the middle, but I don't want to go through all the hassle of doing that, so. Okay guys, so let's just run down how I'm feeling right now about all of this. So to start out with, the setting powder, I'm gonna have to try the different foundation. It might not have been the best idea to try it with the stick foundation today, because the stick foundation I really don't usually set with the powder. I just set with the setting spray to keep it hydrated, and it's looking a little dry now, which that's my own fault. I'm an idiot. But it worked really nice under my eyes. Nothing's, you know, creased, which is pretty impressive, because usually I feel like the ColourPop concealer can crease if you don't set it fast enough, so the fact that it didn't crease is a good sign. As for the main event, the eyeshadow, oh, the Super Shock highlighters, I love them. I will probably never hate those. They are such a great formula. I feel like if you're going to only purchase one of these palettes, either the Sol or the Mar palettes, I would go with Mar. And I'm not just saying this because I am very into cool tone. I love blue eyeshadow. I think it's a great thing to play with. I think this is a much more versatile palette than the Sol palette. The Sol palette feels very one note. And I feel like there's already a lot of palettes on the market that mimic this color scheme. So maybe if you are looking for something that's a more affordable version of one of those, this might be something to look at then. But I think this gives you more to work with. You know, there's blues, but there's also a lot that you can work with that's not warm toned that way, you know. In here you've really only got these dudes to work with, and everything else starts to kind of fall into red territory. And I feel like this look has more I don't want to say depth to it, but I prefer how this side turned out over this side. This side looks muddy. It looks like it's one shade with some kind of a shimmer thrown on top, which is kind of what it does look like, and it's kind of what it turned out to be. But I think that some of these shades in these palettes are definitely more my alley. So let's also grab, I mean, obviously make them up for yourself. I think if you're someone who's looking for affordable palettes and to buy the bundle to get 2 of these for $24, and these are each 9 shadows each, that's not a bad deal at all. And I think these ultra blotted lips are actually really nice. They're very comfortable. I really like the colors. I might try and buy a couple more shades now. I really like these. This is also reminding me, the Super Shocks are reminding me, I'm like, I should probably buy more of those too. So yeah. Right now I'm gonna label, right now the only fail I have for all of this is the Soul palette. I just feel like it doesn't speak to me, feel the same way to me as the Mar palette does. But then again, I am definitely an ocean girl. I've always been an ocean girl my whole life. So to not be living next to an ocean is kind of sad for me. But you know, it's just, I mean guys, it's a matter of opinion. Some people hate cool toned eyeshadows. If that's the case, buy Soul. If you hate warm tone, buy Mar. If you really just want to try out different ColourPop palettes, I'd say get them both. The bundle's worth it. I would also say the full bundle for $68 is pretty impressive too, because I think the actual price of all this stuff together is $80. So you're saving the price of one palette if you buy all of it together. I think the bundle was currently sold out when I last checked, but everything's still available individually. I just don't know if all the bundles are still available. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave you on that. I'm going to rate this collection a B+. Yeah, I've decided instead of doing 9 out of 10 ratings, I should start doing grading scale ratings. So they're going to get a B+. Borderlining a B just because the amount of fallout and the fact that technically, and I know, I want someone from ColourPop to explain exactly why they list shades in an eyeshadow palette as shades you shouldn't use on your eyes. It just doesn't make sense to me. So that's also kind of downside. The Mar palette doesn't have any shades that say that. It's just Soul. And I don't know if it's because, part of me wonders if it's because of red dyes and certain reds people can have reactions to. I'm allergic to certain red dyes. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to find out. This package, I'm giving it a B+. But yeah, so I'm giving this collection a B+ rating. I think it's very on par pigment color-wise with ColourPop's usual things. But do I think that this is a palette that you have to rush out and buy immediately? No, not really. It's really distracting me to have 2 different eyes. Ooh, and I feel like this side of my eye looks way bigger than this side. It feels like it's like looking like this to me is the difference, but it's not really that. So yeah, be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy seeing reviews from me, because if so, like I said, the Kathleen collection's coming out soon, and I've been kind of on a no-buy for the whole month of June and July, with the exception of buying this collection. That's the only thing I've purchased, so I'm kind of looking forward to maybe buying some more makeup soon. I don't know, tell me down below if there's any launches coming that you would love to see me review. And I will see you guys in Wednesday's video. Bye!